Hey friends, Eric here, KJ4YZI. HamRadioConcepts. I have a new antenna to show you guys about. I'm going to be setting it up here in the backyard this weekend, checking it out. And I think you're going to like this. I think this is really cool. What we have here is the new MFJ Octopus antenna. The MFJ-2100 is an antenna that allows you to use different sets of hamsticks on one main hub to have a rotatable multi-band dipole. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to tear this apart real quick and we're going to set it up, and I'll see, I haven't even opened it yet, so we'll see what's inside, how easy it is to set it up. And maybe I'll have this set up because it is the 10-meter weekend this weekend. Maybe I'll have this thing up here on a tripod and we will try to make some contact, see how it works. So in this one, I'm pretty sure is probably going to be, yes, the hub. Okay. Check this out. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer here. So here is the hub. So you can see this will mount on a mast, okay? You have your feed line right here, SO239 female. And what happens is you could put 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of hamsticks on this thing, individual. So you'd have a 40-meter dipole, a 20-meter dipole, or whatever you want. If you wanted to pick up, in this box, I have 10, 20, 40, and 75, I believe. And so this is pretty cool. And the tuning is you tune each individual hamsticks separately so that you're in the lowest SWR, and then you could use a tuner if you wanted to go from the lower end to the higher end. Like if you tuned it really for CW, you might have a 1.7, 1.8, 1.9 to 1 up at the upper portion, and you just take care of that with a tuner. So we're gonna check this out. This is the hub. This is the main unit, the MFJ-2100, and then I have, like I said, the hamsticks over here in this box that we're going to see if there's anything else in this box. Nope. They do give you a manual in this one, so it is also available online, but this should really be nothing to set up. I mean, yeah. So it's got 3/8 by 24 connectors on it, and it shows you in here, yeah, pretty simple. So that's all there is to that. Let me open up the hamsticks and we will start putting it together.
HamRadioConcepts. The place to come for amateur radio videos.
All right, so we got 4 sets of hamsticks here. And what's cool about this is you could actually have a HF and VHF UHF if you had, let's say, 2 diamond VHF UHF or 2 hamsticks that did VHF. You can have 80, 40, 15, and 2 meters, all on the same rotatable or fixed dipole. And it's good for attic mount. It's not going to be that big. So great for portable, for field use, for field day. You could bring this little thing out, with the hamsticks, set it up. The hamsticks break down into 4 different, 4-foot sections. See, these are all MFJ hamsticks. And you could use any hamstick that you want. Just so happens that MFJ has some. But, if you go to a ham fest and you find that table that's got all kinds of hamsticks, pick up 2 for your favorite band. You could have every band you want and use 4 at a time. So, for example, what I'll do is, let's see, I will start with the 10 meter. I'm going to start with the 10 meter sticks. Now again, you want to tune each individual hamstick for lowest SWR, or use an analyzer if you want. You can get a ballpark without an analyzer, but you want to, if you tune this one on 10, It's going to have nothing to do with the other ones on 20 and 75. Those are all independent. So here's one. So we'll screw this together here. And the way you tune these is very simple. Actually, if you check out a video I did a while ago, I bought a $2 20-meter ham stick, and I took all this off and rewrapped it. It was old, I don't know who made it. I rewrapped it for 10 meters, and it was flat on my truck. I still have it on the side. Okay, so this is I don't know, hopefully it's in the camera. That's one 10-meter stick. And your tuning is right here. On the top here, you have a couple Allen screws. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put an Allen wrench in there and lengthen or trim this up and down to get it perfect where you need it, okay? So 2 of these, so here's one. It's a beautiful day outside, by the way. It was like 40 degrees a couple days ago. Now it's 82 out here in the backyard. And the thing about this also is, if you're new to dipoles or how this works, you have to put them across from each other. So you see I have one here. I would have to put the 10-meter on the other side. If you don't, it's going to throw off the tuning. So could you, well, that's a good point. Could you make a V? Could you put one here and have a V facing that way and a V facing the other way? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm going to stick with the dipole for now. So that's one. Here's the other one, and I'll get my antenna analyzer. I'll set this. I got to find a tripod. I got the cobweb over there on my MFJ tripod, and that is a serious mess. You do not want to see that right now. Fell over with a storm months ago, and I since have never repaired it, so the wires got tangled when I set it back up. That's a shame, because that was a really good antenna. So I got to get that tripod back in order, and the cobweb as well. All right, so here's one. Now I'm sure I'm out of the camera frame here. There's one, but that's, for instance, if you could see that, that's one band so far. And before I put the other bands on, this is kind of going to resemble like a umbrella at the end of it. At the end of the installation, it's going to have, it's going to be like a huge octopus with 8 arms. Hence the reason they call it MFJ Octopus. So let me get this on a tripod real quick. I'll set up the analyzer. We'll trim it out, tune it up, and get it flat on 10. And I'll put the other ones on. We'll see what it looks like as the big picture. Okay, so I have my $20 Roan tripod I've had for years with a piece of PVC because I can't find an extra piece of mast. It mounts on a piece of 1-inch mast, and there's a set screw backside here that with the nut. Be careful when you take that set screw out, the nut doesn't fall out like it did for me. So there's one, okay, and that's set up. Droops a little bit at the end. No big deal. That's what a ham stick would do. And let me put the analyzer on this. All right, so I have the antenna analyzer. Let me see how I can do this here so you can see it. All right, I have the antenna analyzer here, and right out of the box, the antennas are a little bit long. You see what the 1.1 is right at 26. Read upside down here. Let's do it this way. There we go. 26.267270 is where it's flat. So they're a little long, so I need to shorten them up. So I'm going to adjust the set screw, push the antenna in equally on both sides to maintain a 50 ohm feed point. If one is longer than the other, you may get close if you're just doing one, but your impedance is going to be off. So you want to make sure they're both adjusted equally. So where I need to be is up here around 28.4. So if I use the antenna analyzer here and I scroll down to 28.4, you can see I'm a little high, 3.3 to 1, okay? So let me go ahead and tune that real quick. Like I said, the Allen set screw is right here. Let's turn that to you. And you're going to loosen and push it in to shorten it. So let me find the right one here. If you've never tuned a ham stick before, if you're lower in frequency, you want to go in or shorten, and if you are high, you want to go longer. So see, I loosen these up, and I'm going to go in little increments. I'm going to go in about 2 inches, I guess. Let's try that. I'll do the same thing on the other side. All right, so it took about 3 shots, 3 movements to get it right. Yes, they will be resonant on 11 meters for CB if you're interested. But right now where I'm sitting, I've got a glare here. Right now where I'm sitting is 1.1 is right at 28.5, so you know, I could go in just for technician class, I can go in just a tad bit, or lengthen and bring it back down. But let's see what it would be like on FM. Can we go up to FM? Yeah, you could. 29.6 for the repeaters, or 640. Let's go down to AM. 29. Yeah, look, 1.4 to 1 on AM. Pretty broadbanded. Down to CW portion. Yeah, look at that. 1.4, so not bad. My sweet spot is right there at 28.6. So I'm right in the middle. I like that. All right, so the finished product looks kind of like this. You have 8 ham sticks in the hub there. Okay, and essentially each ham stick is going to be about the same length, because you know, if you're not familiar with a ham stick or how it works. So to make a 40-meter ham stick and a 10-meter ham stick, it all has to do with the windings on the antennas up here. They all have the same base, right? And essentially they're all the same length just about. But there's more windings on something like a 40-meter. You see here, this is all wire tightly wrapped all the way to here. And it goes back to a, you know, open wrap. But that's what it's doing, is it's making it electrically 40 meters long. And like this one here, because 10 meters doesn't require as long of an antenna, you see there's only a couple feet of wire wrapped on this one. But on 20, let's say here you have your 20-meter stick down here, and then it gets real tight right here. So electrically, there's roughly, with this plus your radial at the end, you're electrically 20 meters long. So if you get 75, 40, 15, and 10, it's going to be the same all the way around. It should. You can see here, I have 8 ham sticks on here, and all 8 of them look to be about the same exact length, roughly. And took me about an hour to plug these in. I mean, it takes 5 minutes to screw them in, but it takes about an hour to get these tuned. First, what I did was I did the 10-meter one, then I put a 20 on. You could put them all on and tune them if you want, because this one has nothing to do with the tuning of this one. They're totally different. This resembles something like a fan dipole. The signal comes in, okay? You have 4 bands on here. Let's say you're transmitting 20 meters up this cable here. It's going to go into the hub and radiate on the 20-meter sticks. That's where it's going to radiate, wherever it's resonant. So there is really, you don't have to have a tuner with this. Again, you'll have 4 bands, and depending on how you tune it in the band, will you need a tuner to go from one end to the other. But you don't have to have a tuner for this. You don't have to have magic or anything. Just set it up and it works. This is great for portable. It can be packed away. You know, here's all my bags here for the ham sticks. So you can put all those back together. And each one of these comes with an instruction manual here. And this instruction manual gives you an idea of the model number for the different bands and tuning for it. Okay. SWR and all that. So these are rated for 250 watts a piece. 250 watts PEP. All right. And you could use any ham sticks that'll thread into there as long as you have 2. So let me take a quick browse inside and see how it's receiving before I end this video. Okay, so today is the 10-meter contest, today and tomorrow, this weekend. So I got the MFJ Octopus hooked up, and I'm just going to start making contacts. We're going to see what comes in on this thing. I'm flat right about here at 28.5 on the analyzer, but I can go through CW and sideband portion just fine with this thing the way it's tuned. So let's get some footage today of the contest and see exactly how this thing sounds and how it works. It sounds like Contestia or Olivia, I think. It's pretty strong. S9 just over S9 over just over an S9 plus. Nice strong signal. Wow. Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee Zulu India.
Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee Zulu India, 59 Arizona.
Roger, pipeline to Arizona today, you're 59 Florida.
Florida, thank you. QRZ, Whiskey Alpha 7, November Bravo.
27, Mike Alpha Yankee, contact.
Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee Zulu India. Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee Zulu India, 59 into Florida.
Okay, Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee Zulu India. Thank you. Thank you for Florida. You are 5941.
Roger, your call?
Yankee Victor 7, Mike Alpha Yankee.
Got it. Thank you, 7-3.
7-3, good luck.
That's it.
Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee Zulu India.
Kilo Juliet 4.
Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee Zulu India, 59 into Florida.
Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee, yeah.
Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee Zulu India.
Kilo Yankee 4, Yankee, Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee, Juliet India. Wait, please copy 59336.
Roger, correction is Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee Zulu India. Yankee Zulu India. Roger?
Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee, Juliet India, that's correct?
Negative. Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee Zanzibar India. Yankee Zulu India.
Roger, Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee Zanzibar India. Please copy 59336.
Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee Zulu India. Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee Zulu India. KJ4YZI, 59 into Florida.
Okay, KSR. Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee Zulu India. You 59417, KSR.
Roger, your call?
My call is Canada, Victor 7 KSR.
Canada Victor 7 question mark.
Canada, Victoria 7 Santiago. Canada, Victor 7 KSR.
Sugar, got it. Thanks. 7-3. Good luck.
Okay, 7, Lima Radio, Nancy 7, London Romeo, contact.
Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee Zulu India.
Kilo Juliet 4 again, please.
Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee Zulu India, 59 into Florida. Over.
Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee Zulu India. I thank you for Florida. You're 59 in Arizona, QSL.
Listen to his phonetics. This kills me.
Thanks, I'm 7DD. K4JDF 59 Arizona. Norway 7 Dog Dog.
Norway 7. Dog? Dog?
WSO Whiskey 59 Arizona.
Arizona? Huh.
Thanks, Norway 7 Dog Dog.
Whatever.
Contest, City Contest, November Golf 7 Mike, November Golf 7 Mike.
Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee Zulu India.
KJ4 Yankee Zulu India 59 Utah.
Roger, you 59 Florida.
Thank you, November Golf 7 Mike.
Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee Zulu India.
Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee, question mark, 59 Nevada.
Roger, Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee Zulu India, 59 into Florida.
Okay, Yankee Zulu India in Florida. Good luck. QRZ, Whiskey 7 Echo, bro. 7 Echo, contact.
Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee Zulu India.
Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee Zulu India, 59 Arizona.
Pipeline to Arizona today, 59 into Florida.
Yeah, we've, last few minutes it's been all Florida here. Thank you. Good luck.
Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee Zulu India.
Again?
Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee Zulu India, 59 Florida.
Thank you. You're 59
Roger, good luck, thanks.
Thank you. Good luck. You're Pet Charlie, Charlie Bravo Mike. City Contest, Papa, Uniform 2, Uniform America Foxtrot.
Kilo Juliet 4, Yankee Zulu India.
Bravo, and it's 59114. Uniform 2, Uniform
Kilo Juliet 4 Yankee Zulu India. Kilo Juliet 4 Yankee Zulu India. Roger, thank you. You are 5-9 into Florida. Kilo Juliet 4 Yankee Zulu India. Kilo Juliet 4 Yankee Zulu India. Kilo Juliet 4 Yankee Zulu India.
Yankee Zulu.
Kilo Juliet 4 Yankee Zulu India.
Yankee Zulu India 59395.
5-9 into Florida, thanks.
Say it again.
5-9 into Florida.
Stop X-ray Alpha.
All right, so far it's working. I'm happy with it. That was at what, about 7 feet off the ground, maybe. I'm thinking if you put this thing 20, 30 feet in the air on a pole, it would be really good. And so it's working. And there you go. The bands are dead. Remember this. There is no point of turning on your radio because you'll never work DX. That's the latest motto these days in ham radio is the bands are dead. Well, if I can do it with an MFJ Octopus or 2100 with hamsticks, why can't you get out there and do it with a dipole or a wire or a vertical or anything? It's right here, guys. This isn't magic. This is ham radio. 7-3 KJ4 YZI.